자, 지금부터 2023년 2월 9일 하틴코리아 미래형 철도 커넥티비티 웹세미나를 시작하겠습니다. 참석해주신 모든 분들께서는 질문이 있을 경우에 채팅 박스에 언제든지 질문 사항을 입력해 주시기를 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 그럼 사장님 인사 말씀부터 시작하겠습니다.
안녕하십니까. 하틴코리아 김웅태입니다. 좀 늦었지만 새해 인사드리겠습니다. 새해 복 많이 받으십시오. 오늘 새해 좀 초순인데요. 바쁘실 텐데 하여튼 철도 분야, 레일웨이 분야 웹세미나에 참석해 주신 모든 고객님들과 또 우리 파트너사분들께 감사 인사드립니다. 오늘 아무쪼록 1시간 조금 안 되는 시간 할 텐데요. 모두 좋은 정보 많이 잘 봐주시고요. 또 질문사항도 많이 해주셔서 서로 궁금한 사항도 함께 질문과 답변을 나누는 시간 되었으면 좋겠습니다. 그러면 저희 하틴코리아의 철도 분야 영업 총괄하고 있는 박태학 전무에게 마이크를 넘겨서 국내 응용 사례를 먼저 간단히 설명하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 국내 박태학 전무 프레젠테이션 시작하기 전에 저희 하틴 본사 GBU 분들도 지금 무대에 나와 계시니까 저희가 간단하게 인사 말씀 드릴 수 있도록 할게요. Hello, GBU 하틴 headquarter team. I just would like to ask you, to wave your hand, say hello to everybody.
Hello.
네, 그러면은 이어서 저희 하틴코리아 박태학 전무 발표가 있겠습니다.
안녕하세요. 하틴코리아 레일웨이 시장을 담당하고 있는 박태학입니다. 하틴은 전반적인 분야에서 파워, 시그널, 통신 등 주요 장비의 컨택터를 고객사의 요청에 따라 단품 또는 완제품으로 공급을 하고 있습니다. 오늘 철도 차량에 적용된 신제품에 대해서 소개를 드리도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 소개드릴 적용 사례로는 차량의 상부의 고압 파트 1400A까지 사용 가능한 제품과 차량과 차량 사이의 점퍼 커플러 신제품에 대해서 소개를 드리도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 차량 상부에 적용된 고압용 한 HTPC 제품에 대한 적용 사례를 소개드리도록 하겠습니다. 지금 사진에 보시는 제품은 현대 로터MA 프로젝트로 수소 연료전지 트램의 차량 상부에 설치되는 트랙션 인버터 박스입니다. 수소 연료전지로부터 전원을 공급받아 차량의 냉난방기, 출입문, 제동장치 등에 필요한 전원을 공급해주는 주요 장비입니다. 이 장비에 적용된 제품은 장비의 앞쪽과 측면에 한 HPR 90도 앵글 타입이 7세트가 적용되어 있고 신제품인 HTPC 400A용 제품이 5세트가 사진과 같이 적용되었습니다. 좌측 사진은 박스 내부에서 촬영한 HTPC 400A용 제품의 시부 사진입니다. 우측 사진과 같이 장비의 뒷면에도 좌측과 우측에 HPR 스테이트 타입 9세트와 HTPC 400A용 제품 4세트가 추가로 적용이 되었습니다. 실제 적용된 한 HTPC 400A용 제품입니다. 위의 사진은 케이블 측에 사용되는 커넥터이고 아래측의 사진은 장비 측에 치부되는 커넥터입니다. 본체의 재질은 알루미늄 다이게스팅 제품으로 부식 방지를 위한 처리가 된 제품입니다. 정의적 특성으로 전류는 400A, 전압은 AC/DC 2300V이며 360도로 실드로 보호 처리가 됩니다. 적용 가능한 케이블은 50스퀘어에서 120스퀘어까지 사용 가능합니다. 철도 차량에서 요구하는 기본 스펙과 진동, 충격 및 하재 조건에 충족하며 방수 등급은 IP68 그레이드입니다. 다음은 동일 모델의 850A용 제품입니다. 구조와 재질은 앞서 설명드린 400A 제품과 동일합니다. 정기적 특성으로 전류는 850A, 전압은 AC/DC 4400V이며 360도 실드로 보호됩니다. 적용 가능한 케이블은 120스퀘어에서 240스퀘어까지 사용 가능합니다. 철도 차량에서 요구하는 기본 스펙과 진동, 충격 및 하재 조건을 충족하며 방수 등급 역시 IP68 그레이드입니다. 다음은 동일 모델로 1400A용 제품입니다. 케이블용 커넥터의 위쪽에 있는 사진의 케이블용 커넥터는 2단 구조로 되어 있으며 재질 역시 동일합니다. 정의적 특성으로는 전류는 1400A, 전압은 AC/DC 4400V이며 360도 실드로 보호됩니다. 적용 가능한 케이블은 95스퀘어에서 240스퀘어까지 사용 가능합니다. 철도 차량이 요구하는 모든 스펙과 진동, 충격 및 하재 조건을 충족하며 방수 등급 역시 IP68 그레이드입니다. 장비 측과 케이블 측의 커넥터 조립 방법에 대한 카탈로그가 별도로 준비되어 있고 제품 박스에 개별 포장이 되어 있습니다. 추후에 필요하신 분은 이메일로 요청하시면 전달 드리도록 하겠습니다. 다음은 캐나다 철도 차량의 점프 카플러에 적용된 한 HPR 베리어셀 제품으로 신제품인 베리어셀 제품은 하나의 커넥터에 2개의 후드를 사용할 수 있게끔 2단 구조로 되어 있습니다. 우측 사진과 같이 2단 구조에 파워와 시그널과 시그널을 용도에 맞게끔 모듈 형식으로도 적용을 할 수 있습니다. 다음은 현대 로템에서 진행을 하고 있는 코레 EMU 260 고속 철도 프로젝트에 제안한 하이 파워 점퍼 커플러로서 베리어셀 제품을 제안을 했습니다. 좌측 사진과 같이 베리어셀 제품은 하나의 커넥터에 2개의 후드를 조립할 수 있습니다. 또한 센트럴 레바 타입으로 볼트 체결과 레바로 이중 안정 장치를 고려하여 제안을 하였습니다. 다음은 지멘스에서 요청한 싱가포르 프로젝트의 베리어셀 점퍼 카플러에 대한 현차 조건의 비틀림 시험에 대한 영상입니다. 함께 보도록 하겠습니다. 이 영상은 모두 11분도로 제작이 되었는데 용량이 큰 가게로 제가 11초로 단축을 시켜서 지금 보여드리는 거고요. 필요하신 분은 연락을 주시면 제가 이 자료를 공유해 드리도록 하겠습니다. 제 발표는 여기까지입니다. 기타 자료가 필요하신 분은 이메일 또는 전화를 주시면 자료를 전달 드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 저희 하팅 코리아의 발표에 이어서 저희 독일 본사에서도 아주 유익하고 재밌는 주제를 가지고 발표를 준비했습니다. 마이크를 저희 하팅 독일 본사로 넘기겠습니다. 그 전에 그 화면 하단에 언어 설정을 할 수 있는 버튼이 있습니다. 한 번씩 확인을 해보시고 들으시기 편하신 언어를 지정해서 발표를 시청해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. Let me introduce Hating GBU, Mr. Malte Hoffmann, Mr. Finn Timmermann, Mr. Marian Dimke, and Mr. Maximilian Wilhelm.
Thank you, Dorian. I'm happy to present you together with our product manager our new and innovative products which even better meet the requirements of the international railway trends. Modularization, weight and space savings, and high data rates. The highlights will I present together with my colleagues Finn Timmermann, Marian Dümke, and Maximilian von Behren. Let's start with our heavy-duty connectors. Our product series, Hahn HPR, stands for robust use cases that safely and durably can connect data, signals, and power even under harsh environmental conditions. Both the housings and the inserts designed for them comply with all relevant railway standards, from EN 50467 and all standards assigned below, such as those of shock and vibration, IP protection class, as well as the fire protection standard EN 45505-2, means for the combustible material, and -3 for the fire barrier. With this product series, we strive to offer consistency from the transformer to the motor. The interface on the secondary side of the transformer has been missing up to now. As we can see here on our foil, we have various types of HPTC connectors from 400 up to 1,400 amps. Let's go together to this demonstrator here. Here you can see both variants, so from 400 volts up to 1,400, sorry, from 400 amps up to 1,400 amps, and cable can be used either with strain relief, those shielded cables, or without shielded cables. The advantage here is with the shielded cables, you don't need any stripping or taping. It can be assembled very robust with this cable gland, which is unique in the market in the moment. Okay, the product's features are safe solutions due to the compliance with relevant railroad standard as shown on the slides. This is this one here. Time savings to the easy installation and shielding without, as I mentioned before, shrinking and gluing. Cost savings through minimal inventory due to the efficient coding systems. So in every connector you find integrated coding system that prevent to do any mismatches, mismatings, to make it even more safe and reliable for our customers. So long service life due to the Hahn HPR housing concept proven for over decades, so no regular maintenance is required for this connector. Okay, coming from this new solution, which we can serve now a new application, means transmission between the transformer and the auxiliary power converter. We have a second new connector for application we didn't serve before. That is the train power line. So let's go with me a little bit down here to see it. That is our train power line. It can be used for the bus bar system, and this at the same function like the UAC 552 connector. The advantage here with this train power line is compared to the standard UAC 552, again with the same functionality, but it's much smaller and has much less space and weight in this case. So here you could see it on the foil. Usually you have 5 connectors from this train power line per wagon. And with these 5 connectors, you save up to 10 kilograms of weight. So again, it's not a replacement from the functionalized. It is a replacement of the UIC 552, but it's not mating compatible. That is, please keep it in your mind. So in this foil, you can see the difference of the weight in precise and in detail. Okay, coming from the HPR train power line to the next product, which is here the Hahn Vario Shell. You might know the Hahn Vario Shell already. It is a very flexible system. It's in 2 pieces, so you can open the cover here and everything is fully visible for the connectivity. You can put inserts in like our Hahn monoblocks, our Hahn modular system, but also our HC contacts from 250 amps up to 650 amps. So what is new? New is, since cable diameters becoming thicker and thicker, flexibility is less and less, and it's very heavy to connect three 240 amp square millimeter cables in one part. Due to this, we developed a single contact solution, what we call the Hahn HPR single contacts. And here you can use also the standard connectors from 250 up to 650 amps, but beside only using this connector and this single pole with on the cable side, like it's visible here, from the jumper cable, for example, we have also the possibility to connect cable to cable. So it's also a bigger variety of our product portfolio. Good. Coming to the last HPR solutions for today, that is our Hahn HPR Compact. Now, HPR Compact is, and you can see it here on the foil, it's about 25% smaller and 20% less weight. So here's a small video to explain the Hahn HPR Compact. So a very variable system that can be easily adapted to the needs for the cable space individually and even at a later date, of course, while maintaining the IP tightness. Here I would like to connect, to show how to connect different variations with cable entry from the side, cable entry from above, with the different adapters in between to be really flexible about the cable space. Okay, here I would like to connect to and ask you, Finn, to explain to you which products not only certainly also fit identically to the housing concept. So what do we have?
Yes. Yes, thank you very much, Malte, for the introduction and also for the presentation of our new HPR product. Today I have the pleasure to introduce to you the newest invention in the product family Hahn Modular. I would like to start a little bit earlier. So Hahn Modular is a very well-established product family that has set the market standard within industrial modular connectors for the last years. We have continuously added new modules into our product family, for example, high-speed data modules and also other inventions that we presented within the last years. So by now we are way above 100 available modules to implement into our industrial connectors. Nevertheless, we often had customer requests in terms of bringing more functionality by at the same time using less space. So basically we were asked to come up with a new idea, and that is the moment the idea of Hahn Modular Domino modules was born, and we were able to implement more functionality within the same space in our Hahn Modular portfolio. By bringing in the Domino modules inside this product family, we of course listen to our customer requests and basically looked at what we can do and bring into this product. So we often had the requests for bringing in power, for example, 3 times PE. We were asked to bring in a high number of signal contacts and also the well-established data connectors like M12 or RJ45. In addition, we also wanted to adapt well-known systems like the Han pneumatic module, so you can transmit compressed air also within those modular industrial connectors. We, of course, set up the system that way that in the future we can always add future, let's say, requirements from the customers, like, for example, higher amps, like 70 amp contact, SPE, or USB-C, just to set an example. Besides listening to those requirements, we of course also have to adapt the customer benefits that we offer within Han Modular. So we made sure that in this product range we are still space efficient. It is a very robust solution. It is not very time consuming. It is cost efficient, and of course it is easy to handle, which I will show you a little bit later right here. So in the next step, I would like to go a little bit into detail on how the system is set up. So on the slide, we can see 2 domino cubes which create one single Han modular module. By putting together those domino cubes, you are creating your own very individual module that is set up to fulfill exactly your requirements. So right here we see a few details. So for example, you have one big tab and one small tab, and this is the way those modules are set up and combined. But I will show you this here on this table right after I have started the movie that will give you a little bit of a better idea of what we came up here within this portfolio. Yes. So as I said, and as you also saw in this nice clip here, we have created a solution for a broad range of markets and also for the transportation market, of course. That's why we are here today. So now I would like to briefly show you the functionality of these domino modules. So right here, as I said, you have 2 domino cubes, and you can easily press them together. It's really a piece of cake. It's very nice to handle and very easy to assemble. So here, for example, I have the high density cube and the M12 cube, both for signals, one for Ethernet and one for signals. And then I just bring in this combined module into the existing hinged frame. This is also something that I want to point out. We didn't invent a new frame for this product range. You can still use the existing frame, and of course also combine those with standard modules like the DD module or something in the double module range as the HAN 200 amp module. When you're finished with the setup, then I have an example here for the HPR housing that Malte just presented, where we implemented our HAN Domino cubes. So now I would like to take you along and show you another solution that we have. Okay, so in addition to this very nice product range of HAN modular domino cubes, I also have the pleasure to introduce to you our HAN Gigabit Cat8 module. So we have implemented some nice inventions into the existing Gigabit module, and of course we had some motivators to do so. The first motivator on our side was to make the assembly as easy as possible for you. And we were successful by doing so. And the next edition, we were also able to implement our standard D subcontacts. So in the past, you had to use special contacts to reach higher data rates than Cat6. And by implementing those new developments into this module, you can now use standard D subcontacts within our Cat8 module and still reach very high data rates and save money in terms of acquiring the according components. The next goal we had was, of course, to reach the according data rate, and we always had the goal to reach Cat 8.2. We did so successfully and also worked a lot with simulations in our lab, and by doing so, we were sure that at the end, the finished product will reach the according data rates. At the end, a fact that is also important, we implemented contact positioning. So when you have assembled the complete connector, you are still able to identify each contact pair from the mating phase. So you just have to open up the connector and you can easily identify, measure, or maintain your interface. At the end, I want to give you a short overview of the different categories. And I think I don't have to go into detail of every specification. There's basically one point I want to take focus on, and this is the distance that is possible to achieve with the Cat8 module. So if you set up a channel with our connectors, then please keep in mind that if you want to reach data rates up to Cat8, then the channel is limited to 30 meters. This is something that I want the information for you to have so you can design your applications accordingly. So now we have been talking a lot about very innovative products and high data rates, and that basically brings me directly to my colleague Marian, and he will take over from here and present a few other products.
Thank you, Finn. So hello and welcome, everyone. And so have you ever wondered how to connect your devices to the network in the future? So I will present you a bit more about the topic single pair Ethernet, which is the enabler for the IIoT. And therefore, I brought some basic slides for you to give you a better impression of this technology. So single pair Ethernet is a new physical layer which enables high-speed Ethernet data transmission over only 2 wires instead of 4 or 8 wires we know from fast or gigabit Ethernet, and this offers obviously space and weight savings for your applications. And so therefore we have several IEEE transmission standards, and so till today we have 4 standards ready from the IEEE. So we can achieve transmission rates of up to 10 gigabits and transmission lengths of up to 1,000 meters in different configurations. And as you can see on this slide, so the transmission rate and the transmission length depends on the standards which has been used. And so the IEEE is working on an extension of this standard so that it's easier to integrate this new technology into your trains and to make it future-proof for the future. So, and in addition to that, we have also the possibility of phantom powering your devices. And as we know it from standard Ethernet, power over Ethernet, we have a similar technology which is called power over Ethernet. And in the highest configuration, we can transmit 50 watts to the end device, which is quite a lot for sensoric and small actuaric applications. So, and we as Harting has developed the connectivity standard for single per Ethernet, and this product range is called T1 Industrial, and we have written a standard for this, which is called the IEC 63171-6, and this is the standard, the international chosen standard for MICE 3 industrial applications in harsh environments, and this standard was already published in January 2020, so already 3 years ago. And this standard covers all the IEEE transmission standards up to 10 gigabit per second, and it offers a big variety of products from IP20 over M8 and M12 solutions with different locking mechanisms from the well-known screw, push-pull, or snap-in functionality. So, and to show you now which products are already available and which products are upcoming, we will go over to our SPE ecosystem, and I will show you which products are already available. So we have already launched the IP20 version with crimp contacts as a patch cord and field installable version 2 years ago. And we have also launched in the last year the M12 version with a screw connection. And the best thing about it is that the whole connector system is shock and vibration proofed according to the 61373 category 1B of the railway standards, so that you have a real reliable connection in your trains. So, and within this year, so you will see a lot of new products which will be launched by Harting for single per Ethernet. So we will launch a variety of M8 connectors, so 2-pole and 4-pole hybrid connectors for single per Ethernet. And we will also launch single per Ethernet capable PCB terminal blocks for bigger cable ranges, long transmission lengths, and we will also add within the next years the push-pull M12 connector, and we are also working on M12 hybrid solutions. And in addition to our connectivity solutions, we have also a product range of Ethernet switches. So we have also already launched the IP30 switch with 100 megabit and gigabit ports in the last year. And within this year, we will see an M12 switch for 100 megabit and gigabit Ethernet transmission single per Ethernet with a screw connection and a push-pull connection. So, and this was a short overview about the new SPE technology. And if you are interested or have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. And so our last topic is about modularization and customized hybrid PCB connector solutions. And therefore, I will hand over to our expert, Maximilian von Bern.
Modularization and customized solution, these are the keywords. But often this means a high amount of internal resources, a close alignment of the different parties, and also high delivery times for first samples and functional series products. What is our answer for this? This is a modular building block system for the PCB connector. With the modular system, you can combine different modules in your specific sequences by a length of 172 millimeters. At the end, there are more than 1 billion combinations and with which you can transfer data, power, and signal. But what does it mean, or how does the different modules look like in specific? Let's go together here to the board. For example, on the top here, we have an F4 module. With this, you can transmit up to 6 amps. With this H3 module, you can transfer up to 50 amps. And also for high voltage and high current applications, we have special contacts for up to 40 amps or 1500 volts. Necessary for this connector are 2, you see this here outside, guiding modules. We call this P or T modules, and 2 on the bottom, on the bottom and on the top, 2 yellow fixing rails to hold the modules all together. We are offering this connector in a straight and angled male version and also in a straight female version. 1 billion possibilities, these are really a lot. And to make the configuration process for you as easy as possible, we also developed a configurator. This is available in our eShop, and now let's have a look together in the configurator. On the first side here, you see the starting point. You can choose between a straight male, angled, or female version, and then you start into your configuration. We now here start with a male angled version, and you can select your right module via a technical feature, for example, the termination technique or the size of the module. After this, you click this or choose the module, and you can add more modules via this and finished your configuration. After this, you jump into the female, the combinable, and you already see on the place A to C, there are the modules preset. This is, or the reason for this is there is only one combinable. And at place D, you can, or you have to choose a module. When you think during the configuration, oh, I want to shift a module, you have also here the possibility. At the end, you can check your configuration also here via a direct 3D view, and on the right-hand side, you see the numbers, and you can save your configuration, share it, also delete the configuration, and after this, load the configuration. Moreover, we offering a high numbers of engineering data, like the data sheet, 3D models, and a type sheet for the pre-assembled connector.
Thank you. Thank you, Jibil, for your presentation. 하팅 독일 본사의 프레젠테이션을 잘 봤습니다. 이어서 Q&A, 질의응답 시간을 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 사전에 접수된 질문들하고 실시간 채팅을 통해서 접수된 질문들에 대해서 그 본사 담당 엔지니어들과 응답할 수 있는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 네, 첫 번째 질문으로 저희 하팅코리아 박태학 전무님, 레일웨이에 사용되기 위해서는 제품이 어떤 조건을 만족해야지 사용될 수 있는지, 어떤 조건이, 그 조건이 어떤 게 있을지, 좀 설명을 좀 해주실 수 있을까요?
차도 차량에 적용되는 제품은 일반적으로 산업용 컴퓨터보다는 요구 조건이 좀 까다로운데요. 일반적으로 진동, 충격, 화재 안전 요구 사항을 충족을 해야 합니다. 내부 또는 외부의 사용 용도에 따라서 적합한 제품을 선정하는 것도 중요한 포인트고요. 내부보다는 외부의 환경 조건들이 열악하기 때문에 더 많은 사항을 고려해야 됩니다. 외부에 사용하는 제품에 대해서는 IP 보호 등급, UV 보호 여부, 내구성, 내화학성, IK 임팩트까지 뭐 몇 가지 많이 고려해야 될 사항들이 있습니다. 하팅이 아웃도어 제품에는 한 HPR 시리즈와 한 M 타입 그리고 한 M 플러스 이렇게 세 가지로 있는 걸로 제가 기억을 하고요. 하팅 제품은 일반적인 요구 사항과 IP 그레이드는 EN60529 규격에 충족하고 진동 및 충격, IK 등급은 IC60068-E 규격에 충족하고요. 하지 안전 요구에 대한 부분은 EN45545의 E, EN45545의 3 규격에 충족한 것으로 제 기억을 합니다. 이 모든 것은 저희들이 인증서를 구비하고 있으니까 필요하시다 그러면은 요청을 하시면 보내드리도록 하겠습니다. 질문에 답변이 되는지 모르겠습니다.
네, 예, 감사합니다. 다음 질문으로 그 도미노 모듈 관련된 질문이 있는데요. 일단 먼저 질문 사항을 말씀을 드리자면 도미노 모듈을 선정해서 주문을 하려고 하는데 과연 내가 올바른 파트 넘버로 올바른 구성을 했는지 이걸 어떻게 알 수 있는가에 대한 질문인데요. 이거는 저희 본사 담당 엔지니어한테 질문을 제가 해보겠습니다. Finn, how can I know if I order the right domino modules?
Yes, it's a good question. It's due to the coding of our hinge frame. There's always one domino module with a small tab and one with a big tab. Of course, they have different part numbers, and you have to be a little bit careful when ordering your configuration. We have everything for this in the e-catalog, so it's very easy to find. And honestly, the easiest way is to use our configurator. All domino modules are integrated there, and when you use the configurator, you cannot do any mistakes, and you get the part numbers and your bill of materials automatically, and can directly order your connector.
All right, thank you. 네, 그리고 다음 질문으로 그 하팅의 신제품들이 그 레일웨이의 그 표준에 적합한 제품들인가? 그러니까 이제 여기서 말하는 신제품들은 앞서 그 프레젠테이션을 했는데 거기에서 소개된 각종 그 신제품들이 과연 레일웨이 표준에 적합한 제품들로 구성이 돼 있는가 이제 하는 질문인데요. 이 질문을 또 저희 본사 쪽 담당자에게 전달을 해보겠습니다. 말테, do those solutions shown in the presentation they comply all the railway standards?
Yes, absolutely. All of our products, what we have shown today, fully fulfill all the railway standards, starting from EN 50467. This one is linked, for example, for shock and vibration, but also the flammability standards, the EN 45545-2 means for all the combustible material, for everything what is burning, but also the -3, which means the fire barrier. And here we far above the requirements of the standard. Standard says maximum is 15 minutes. Nearly every of our products fulfill even 30 minutes. So we are fully compliant here with all the international railway standards.
All right. 그리고 HPR 제품에 대해서도 그 질문이 하나가 있습니다. 그 질문이 뭐냐면 한 HPR 시리즈가 그 바이브레이션, 진동, 충격 이런 환경에 적합한지에 대한 질문인데요. 이 질문도 마찬가지로 우리 말테 씨에게 질문을 제가 해봐야 될 것 같습니다. 말테, one more for you. Those Harting 한 HPR series, they support in vibration and shock environment?
Yes, absolutely. This is IEC 61373, and here the minimum is category 1B, but a lot of our products also fulfill category 2, and certain ones also category 3. Category 3 means installation directly on the axis. Category 2 is about the first bumper, and category 1B is in the coach. So also our HAN HBR products, inclusive, of course, the used inserts, doesn't matter if this power inserts or data or signal inserts, fulfill this shock and vibration standard.
Oh, I see. Okay. Moving to the next question. 네, 다음 질문으로 그 레일웨이에 적용되는 데이터 전송 속도는 그 주로 이제 어떤 것들이 사용되는 어떤 범위 내에서 사용이 되는지 이제 이런 질문이 또 한 가지가 있습니다. 예, 마찬가지로 하팅 본사 담당 엔지니어에게 질문을 해보겠습니다. Marian, so what is the transmission rate that's suitable for railway application?
Yeah, so for single per Ethernet, it is a bit different as we know it from standard Ethernet. From standard Ethernet, we know that we can transmit 100 megabit of up to 100 meter. And for single per Ethernet, we have right now 4 transmission standards with different speeds and different lengths. And it starts with 10 megabit up to 1000 meter, 100 megabit up to 15 meter, 1 gigabit up to 40 meter, and 10 gigabit up to 15 meter again. And so it depends on the application and the data rates you know, but right now we have 4 standards ready and published by the IEEE.
All right, thank you. Moving to the next question. 예, 다음 질문으로 우리 그 컴퓨레이터 구성기를 사용해서 구성한 제품 조합을 할 때 이제 컴퓨레이터를 사용해서 그 제품을 조합할 때 각각의 부품들에 대해서 스펙 자료를 받을 수 있는가 하는 질문입니다. 그러니까 구성기에서 그 여러 복잡한 그 구성을 했을 때 그 각각의 모든 부품들에 대한 스펙 자료를 받을 수가 있는지 이제 이 질문을 마찬가지로 본사에 질문하겠습니다. Maximilian, so is it possible to get all the type sheets for those individually configured connector parts configured in the configurator in our website?
So yes, we saw it already in the presentation before. At the end of each configuration, it is possible to get a pre-assembled type sheet for the whole new configuration, and there are important information like the PCB layout or which modules are implemented in the configuration, and you can immediately start your design in.
네, 그 지금 답변들을 잘 그 접수하고 계시리라고 믿습니다. 그리고 채팅 박스를 통해서 아주 날카로운 질문이 접수가 되어 있는데요. 그 역시 저희 본사 담당자한테 그 전달을 해야 될 것 같고 본사 담당자한테 전달을 하기 전에 어떤 질문인지 여러분께 먼저 소개를 해드릴게요. 하팅은 품질은 좋지만 가격이 높고 납기가 길어서 이제 그 부분은 좀 문제가 되는데 경쟁사 대비 가격적인 부분의 해결은 어떻게 가능할까요? 한국은 그 가격 경쟁, 가격 입찰로 진행되는 경우가 대부분이죠. 그래서 이 내용을 저희 본사 쪽 담당자한테 한번 제가 질문을 해보겠습니다. 하팅 GBU or anyone, maybe Malte Hoffman, maybe you can answer this question. This question is from the live chat box. Where we all can agree that we Hating have a good quality, good reliability. At the same time, price is a bit higher, and especially the lead time is a bit longer. So when we especially think about the price compared to the competitor, so how can we come closer to the competitor's price? How can we lower our prices? It is mainly because Korean most of the competition is focused on the pricing. Malte or anyone can pick this question up, and then you can come forward.
Maybe after you first, and I will add some more comments to our audience, my customers. I will do some.
Should I answer now, or you would do it?
You first.
Okay. Yeah, that is a familiar question to us, and what we can say, you have to see the whole life cycle, you know, and so with the products which we have shown here, you have a weight advantage, you have a space advantage, you have an advantage about assembly, so you reduce the assembly time, you give the operator a lightweight solution which saves for the end customer energy consumption, so it's also saving money. When you have less parts, for example, is our Hahn Compact, Hahn Heizsperr Compact, so you reduce storage costs, etc. So, and with our coding solutions, so we also can provide to reduce failures for our customers. So when you see the complete package, the solution from Harting, additional to the reliability, to the high quality, it's not more expensive anymore. It is at least equal, even sometimes cheaper, because we have a big variety. We can provide, for example, grip panel solutions where in the IP20 area, where no hoods and housing are needed. We have plastic housings for protected area like Hahn Eco, not shown today. So the complete package must be seen, and in this case, I would say Harting products are absolutely compatible.
Thank you. Also, yeah, I'd like to add some more comments to our customers. 너무 당연한 질문이신 것 같고요. 품질은 좋지만 왜 납기가 길고 가격이 비싸냐고 이제 모든 사람들이 할 수 있는 이야기인데요. 우선 저희가 꼭 비싸다는 꼭 사실은 아니고요. 실제 그리고 납기 문제는 이제 작년에 저희뿐만 아니고 모든 이 전기 전자 부품을 공급하는 업체들이 다 어려웠어요. 그 플라스틱 공급, 메탈 공급이 다 그 원자재 수급이 다 길어져서 작년에 좀 더 많이 힘드셨던 걸로 제가 알고요. 이제 가격 문제는 물론 저희가 항상 그 포커스하는 거는 토탈 코스트, 그러니까 쉽게 조립할 수 있고 그 수명이 길고 이렇게 해서 전체 코스트를 따지면 이제 훨씬 꼭 뭐 전체로는 뭐 당연히 비싸지 않다고 저는 이제 다 계산하고 하고요. 또 각각 부품별로도 실제 꼭 다 비싸다 그렇지는 않습니다. 물론 이제 그 과정에 뭐 여러분들 아시겠지만 여러 유통 경로도 있을 수 있고 또 뭐 그런 여러 가지 이유들이 있기 때문에 그 부분은 저희 하팅 코리아와 또 그 독일의 본사와 계속 지금 의논을 해서 그거를 향상시키도록 좀 노력하고 있습니다. 그리고 납기도 이제 조금 다른데요. 그 뭐 여러분들 아시겠지만 이제 독일이나 유럽계 보통 기업들이 그 제품에 대해서 각각 리드 타임이 미리미리 공시가 됩니다. 여러분들이 e샵을 쓰고 하면 그 안에 그 납기가 이렇게 공지가 돼요. 그러면 좀 거기에 맞게 주문하시면 좋은데 뭐 저도 우리 같이 다 서로 이해하지만 좀 급하게 물량이 많고 또 갑자기 몰리고 뭐 이런 경우 때문에 더 납기에 대한 고통이 심할 것 같습니다. 어쨌든 이 그 두 가지 부분은 계속적으로 저희가 노력하고 해야 될 부분이고요. 분명히 다 인식하고 있고 기본적인 원가 절감과 여러 방법을 통해서 가격과 납기는 불편하지 않도록 최선을 다할 것입니다.
네, 그 답변이 되셨기를 간절히 소망합니다. 네, 그 어느덧 저희가 오늘 준비한 그 오늘 하팅 코리아 웹세미나 저희가 준비한 내용은 여기까지입니다. 그 실시간으로 다루지 못한 질문들 혹은 이제 챗박스에 챗박스에 미처 입력하지 못해서 저희가 이제 다룰 수 있는 기회가 없었던 추가적인 질문들 이런 부분에 대해서는 저희가 반드시 상호 소통하도록 하겠습니다. 뭐 다루지 못한 질문들에 대해서 별도로 저희가 꼭 답변을 준비해서 이메일로 차후에 답변을 순차적으로 드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 바쁘신 와중에 저희 웹세미나에 참석해 주신 여러분, 예, 감사합니다.
고맙습니다.
Thank you, gentlemen in headquarters.
Bye, thank you.
네.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
예, 고객분들 감사드립니다.
감사합니다.
네.